Deepseek is revolutionizing the AI world. In fact, it was launched not even a month ago, but people are questioning, will it replace ChatGPT? Now, I cannot talk about all DeepSeek uses, but I do use ChatGPT a lot for SEO content. So in this video, I'm going to show you my experiments of how I use ChatGPT and DeepSeek both with the exact same prompts and the results that I got. The differences, the output, and most important question, is DeepSeek better than ChatGPT? And am I going to switch to DeepSeek? So let's find out. Now let's start by understanding what is DeepSeek and how does it compare to ChatGPT. Now, DeepSeek and ChatGPT, they are both large language models and they both use NLP techniques to deliver their output. However, the similarity kind of stops there. One big difference is that DeepSeek is, well, it's Chinese owned, so there's a lot of issues about, data privacy, etc. But if you're using to only create SEO-friendly content, for me, that's not a biggie. Secondly, is that DeepSeek took, like a fraction of the cost of ChatGPT to create, like $1 million, which is nothing compared to OpenAI. However, these things are just like definition differences. How does it apply to SEO content and how does it apply to creating content on a regular basis? Well, firstly, DeepSeek is free. It is comparable to the plus version of ChatGPT, but it is free. And that is the biggest difference that it comes to when you're using it on a regular basis. And that's why the question comes to we switch to DeepSeek because it's free or we keep to ChatGPT. The answer then really rests in their output, right? Like what kind of an output is it, possible to deliver? So I started with choosing a content idea. Now I do use ChatGPT to find content ideas and I'm pretty sure I can, do the same with DeepSeek and I will try that in the future. But for now, to keep things simple, I just chose the content idea and I chose a focus keyword to go with that content idea. Then what I did is I tried 3 different experiments. One is I just asked ChatGPT and DeepSeek both to create a simple outline based on a basic amount of information, like my brand, my audience, and the topic. Then the next experiment was I tried to generate a blog post. So not with the outline, but just a blog post, again with the same information, the brand, the audience, and the topic. And I did not give any more details. But that's not how I create content usually. So the last experiment is my biggest experiment is where I gave a detailed prompt with the brand, with the audience, with the pain point, with my story, my credibility, my expertise, authenticity, tone of voice, everything. And then I saw the difference between the output as well. So let's go through them one by one. And I will show you the screenshots. Now, I want to say that I did try out the experiments before I did this video, simply because of the reason that DeepSeek is overloaded. So it cannot handle so many content requests and so many, processing because everyone is trying it out. This happened to ChatGPT in the beginning too, if you remember. So I already did the experiments and now I'm going to share with you the output that I got so we don't waste time waiting for DeepSeek to create the content. Okay, let's dive in. To start, I have a lot of my stuff written already, which is my basic information, which is my brand positioning, my backstory, values, offers, audience, etc. This is just like basic, right? So I took all of this and I went to ChatGPT and I just said to both of them, actually, this is my brand and audience. And then I just said, create an outline for a well-structured, comprehensive, engaging blog post. This will create an outline. Targeting my audience is below and focusing on the topic, which is AI tools for content creation, which is the topic that I chose, with an emphasis on the focus keyword AI tools for content creation. Now, here is the more detailed information, so I gave some more pain points. And then it gave me a blog post outline. And this, I put the same exact prompt in ChatGPT, in DeepSeek as well. And this is the output that I got. Okay, now let's compare them. So, first of all, remember that when you enter something in DeepSeek, it thinks for a little bit and it gives you the whole process. Okay, let's tackle this. The user wants a blog post outline about I need to structure the blog post in a way that stresses each pain point, etc., etc. Then it looks at the CTA because I also gave the CTA in the end. And, which one should I focus on? And then it gives you the outline. So it directly says outline and focus keyword AI tools for content creation, right? And then what it develops is the outline. Well, it's the headline. It says is AI tools for content creation, how to save time, boost visibility, and stay true to your brand. Now, it's very important to remember that I am actually helping my audience create AI content systems which are personalized to their brand. So how do you create a system of content, of creating, scaling, and making it convert to leads and sales while being true to your brand? So I feel like here in DeepSeek, it captures that perfectly because it says it addresses the main pain point, right? Because my audience, they want to save time, they want to be more noticed, to boost visibility, and be true to their brand. What ChatGPT gave me here is, yes, it's true, save time, boost visibility, and simplify your workflow, which is not bad, right? But any AI tool can help you simplify workflow. This is more about the brand. I like them both. I am a little bit more partial to this because I'm more about the brand, but I will take ChatGPT's outline as well. Then it says it starts with the hook. You're as a small business owner, you're juggling a million tasks, and content creation often feels like the heaviest part. This is so conversational. This is like it's directly talking to my audience, telling them their problem, empathizing, and tell them, give a solution. What if you could cut your content workload in half while growing your visibility and staying authentic to your brand? This is so perfectly captured from my value proposition. In this one, it just says acknowledge the pain points, feeling overwhelmed by content creation while managing your business. You're not alone. This is a very AI created content. This is not personalized. This is very generic, right? And then it tells me briefly describe how you can do this. It's not just for tech savvy marketers. You're powerfully into solutions, okay? And state the focus keyword. This guide will walk you through the best AI tools for content creation. Now remember, this is just an outline. So then the section that it gives me, and I will not go into the details of this, but the section that it gives me, why AI tools are for content creation are a game changer for service businesses. So addresses these pain points, give the key stats, briefly mention your credibility. So briefly mention your work with global brands and how you've adapted these strategies for small businesses. It is picking up on my brand and my credibility, right? Here, it gives you the same topic. It gives you the same outline, but it does not mention anything of my brand, right? This can be written by anyone, okay? Now, common challenges with content creation and how AI tools solve them. This one says how AI solves your top content challenges. Now look at the difference in the outline. It's like here it says how AI solves the challenge, because it understands that when I'm looking for an AI tool for content creation, obviously I am challenged. I know my content challenges. I want to know how AI solves my content challenges. Okay. So how AI solves, saves time without it giving the solution. Saves time, creates consistent content, drive visibility, etc. Right? What ChatGPT does is it is listing the problems. Okay. Now, it is okay to also look at it in that way, like it is okay to list the problems and how AI can solve them. But, when you already acknowledge the fact that you know their audience, that you know their challenges, you know their pain points, and you already think how AI tools can solve them. Because look at the keyword, AI tools for content creation. What is the search intent? Which AI tool can help me create content? Because I am having all these challenges. So it's kind of stating the obvious, like the challenges, and then giving the solution, but it's okay. It's nothing to rub it. It's fine. Then it tells you top AI tools for content creation with practical use cases, right? And here it says AI tools for content creation and how to use them strategically. They're both okay. For me, it's okay. Practical cases and how to use them in an intentional way, in a specific way, that's fine, right? Avoid these mistakes. It also says how to integrate. So this is an extra section by ChatGPT that I like. How to integrate AI tools into your content workflow, because that is sometimes that it is true that my audience does struggle with that at times. Right? And that is exactly how I help them. Like, how do you integrate AI to make your content workflow much better? Right? I offer coaching on that. I offer tools and resources to help them do this. So it's great that it is already including it, because just not knowing an AI tool is not enough. It's important how you put it in your workflow. Deepseek does not do that directly, but it says how to build your AI-powered content system step by step, which is almost giving the same point. Audit your current process, identify gaps, use AI tools to automate. So it's kind of doing the same thing, but it's mentioning my product, which is creating AI-powered content system, my offer. Here it's just saying how to integrate AI tools. So I like this a little bit more. Okay. And then it gives you the CTA. And here it gives you pro tips for using AI tools effectively, success stories, and then CTA. So they're more or less okay. ChatGPT, the outline is a little bit more detailed, but I also like the one for Deepseek, because I feel like the way it has structured the outline, it has really stuck to the pain points and my brand. And ChatGPT has given a more comprehensive outline, right? So at this point, I'm not sure that I would necessarily choose Deepseek over ChatGPT, and that is why we need to explore a little bit further on how it actually creates the blog post, where I give it a detailed mega prompt with all my details. So that's my third step. But second step, we will look at how it creates a simple blog post. Forget outline. If I directly want to jump into a blog post, then what does it do? So now to create a simple blog post, I gave the same prompt as I did before, with an overview and my pain points, audience's pain points. And instead of writing, give me an outline, I said, give me a structured and engaging blog post directly. Because to be honest, a lot of people do create blog posts like this. Now I don't, right? I have a very detailed mega prompt that I give it, because I want to, bring in my brand and my expertise and my credibility, so that the content, is good for EEAT, which is expertise and authoritativeness and all of that, which is an SEO term, but it's basically to show how much authority and credibility you have and sharing your unique story when you create that content. So I do that one. But here I just set pretty simple blog posts. And again, I give the same to ChatGPT and to Deepseek. Now let's see what happens. So here again, it thinks. So it takes about 20 seconds more than ChatGPT. And then it says, how AI tools for content creation solve 9 major pain points for time-strapped service business owners. Look how specific it is. It is directly talking to the pain point, mentioning the audience that you're a service business owner. Your problem is that you don't have much time and you want to use AI tools to make your life simpler. And this is how these tools can make it, right? This is brilliant. It is so on point, right? And in ChatGPT, what it did is it is keeping the same kind of angle as the outline, which is, save time, stay consistent, grow your visibility, which is fine. Why use AI tools, etc. But this is talking to anyone. Okay. Now, who is using an AI tool for content? A lot of people, right? But because I'm talking to my specific audience and it understands that, it kind of brings that into the title. Now, it talks about the pain point and it tells you this is the pain point and this is the solution. Now, of course, I would not write pain point 1, and I will probably change this a lot to say, okay, make life easier or whatever, and, whatever. I might change this. But the point is that it addresses the pain point and it gives the solution. And not only that, it also brings my free resource into it, which is my content efficiency system to automate workflows, right? Then pain point 2, and it gives you which are the tools that can solve it. What this one does, it directly jumps into the pain point and then it gives a conclusion, okay? What this one does is that it brings in more points. Again, remember the outline of ChatGPT was more comprehensive, and so is a blog post. Why use AI tools? Common pain points and have to solve them. Pain point 1, overwhelm and lack of time. It is also doing in the same way. It is telling you what are your pain points and how AI tools can help you solve them, but it does not address all the pain points. And let's see how it runs, right? Okay. So here it tells you, for example, inconsistent content creation, AI-powered can automate posting, content idea. So it gives you the tool. It gives you the solution and it gives you the tool. How this writes it is, let me see, where is the inconsistent posting? It says AI-powered content calendar. So if your problem is inconsistent posting, the solution is to have an AI-powered content calendar. And then it tells you how, these can be used. So again, a little bit similar, but this is more specifically addressing the pain point, giving you the solution, then giving you the tool. And this one is telling you the pain point and solution and tool are combined together. Again, not that, but how I also like how it is giving you more examples, like input your mission statement and paste blog. It's giving you a little bit more detail. Then it gives you my CTA workshop alert. So join my free content system workshop to build a voice-trained AI toolkit. Now, in my workshop, I do not talk about a voice-trained AI toolkit, but, at least it's bringing my CTA. This one, then it gives you the top AI tools for content creation, right? And remember, ChatGPT has this memory function. So it is using tools that I talk about also and is bringing them into it. Okay. Now, this one is not making a separate section on top AI tools. It's basically solving the pain points and leaving it at that. Again, it is more structured. So it is, this is more comprehensive. So, if you really want to write your blog post as top AI tools for content creation, this is helpful, right? But if I look at if I just do a Google search for AI tools for content creation, most of the blog posts are about 12 best AI tools to use for content creation, best AI writing tools, best AI content creation tools. So even though I'm targeting this keyword, for me, this is a different take on, to talking to a specific audience and solving their pain point and not just listing a, bunch of tools. But again, if you want to include this is great. Again, it's more comprehensive. How to start using AI tools, it mentions that. It does not mention this. Okay. It's good to have. It's not necessarily, like a non-negotiable, like a game changer, but yeah, it's good to have. Good to have this one as well. Okay, ready to stop guessing? Okay, and then what I really, really like in Deepseek, and ChatGPT does not have that, is that for SEO content, it actually tells you the focus keyword that you've given, the secondary keyword that is used, internal links that it has added, and the readability that it has done. So it actually helps you, create a blog post with already telling you what are the keywords it has used and how it has made it more SEO friendly. In this case, SEO friendly meaning more about keywords and title tags and internal links, not necessarily off-page SEO, like not backlinks, but yeah, like how can you optimize like on-page SEO and content SEO It lists it and it tells you that this is why you need a blog post and this is how you gave me a focus keyword and this is how I structured it for you, which is great, which ChatGPT does not have. Okay. So why? Okay. Now I said, okay, then I gave it that. Remember the search engine, the user is looking for AI tools that can help in content creation. So I wanted to see if it goes in this direction. Okay. So what did it do? It again thought about it for 27 seconds. And then it came up with something which is similar to ChatGPT, which is the ultimate guide to AI tools for content creation, why they're a game changer, AI tools to crush. But it still talks about the pain point. So to crush, overwhelm, and save time, AI tools to fix inconsistent posting, AI tools to strengthen brand identity, AI tools to visit visibility. So these are addressing all the pain points and saying AI tool for this, AI tool for this, AI tool for this. Again, a very different take on using, on writing a content, which is not, the your run-of-the-mill top AI tool for content creation. It's not what I need because everybody is writing that. Okay. Conclusion, let's focus on what matters, but it gives you it brings in my CTA very well. How to train AI to write exactly like you. So this is what I do cover in my workshop, and this is great. My 5 favorite set and forget tools. Yes, I think I do cover that in the workshop. A framework to turn AI drafts into client-winning content. So kind of it captures what I'm going to talk about in the workshop because I gave it like a link to my workshop and to my landing page, and then it kind of, generated this. Structure, CTAs, scannable headers, bullet points, real-world examples, AI content workflow, boost content ROI, brand alliance. These are all secondary keywords related to AI tools for content creation, and it says it used it for 14 times naturally. So this is brilliant. It is more comprehensive, again, as I said, but this is very generic run-of-the-mill, right? This is what you expect an AI tool to create. This is not what I expect an AI tool to create. So that kind of took me by surprise about how much it focuses on the pain point. Okay, now we go into the last section, which is my detailed mega prompt. Now, what do I do in my mega prompt? Okay, I add, besides this overview I've already have. Now, I'm going to add my whole story. This is my story, which is on my website in my About Me page. Who am I? What I've done? What are my challenges? Where I struggled? What I did? Completely my story, my credibility, where I've worked, what I did before, what I do now, all of it. And then I have this one I already gave before, which is my audience pain point. I put that in the prompt. And then I also give a blog post structure. I always do that, right? And here, so it is, for example, it says insert your blog post topic, then focus keyword, intent, insert search intent, etc. And then I give the whole mega prompt with my tone of voice, with readability, how many words I wanted, what kind of readability I want. Again, I mentioned the audience, right? The CTA, everything I give. Now I took this whole thing, I took my overview, I took my blog post prompt, and I took my story. And then I put that into ChatGPT and Deepseek and then asked it to create a blog post with the structure of my blog post and including my story and the audience pain point. Let's see how it did. Look at, how it thought about it. It gave a very structured analysis of how it thought about it. And then it says the article name, the blog post name is AI Tools for Content Creation, so focus keyword is maintained. How to solve your biggest challenges without losing your brand voice. Because again, my value proposition is about maintaining your brand voice, maintaining your brand story and authenticity when you create content. And this is what ChatGPT gave me. It fits to Canvas. So it gives me, saving time and growing a business. It addresses the problem directly, but again, this is not about the brand voice. So, but it's okay. Then you have the introduction, what are AI tools? And again, this format is what I gave the, tool already. So it's not that it created it from scratch. So what are the tools? The core challenges of content creation. What are the tools? Your core content creation challenges and how AI solves them. Because I write down the main problems of the, topic. Lack of time. And it does not mention how AI solves it, but it does say here. And here, what I really like is that I don't have time to create consistent high quality content. This is an exact challenge. This is like if somebody talking to me, my audience telling me, hey, Poulomi, I don't have time to do this, right? My content doesn't sound like me. It feels generic. This is an actual challenge. This is an actual problem. This is very generic, not knowing inconsistent posting. Yeah. Okay. Right. Then it gives you the solution with an AI tool. My content isn't driving traffic or sales. SEMrush is a tool. You can use that. Hidden cost of ignoring AI. This is also hidden cost of not solving the challenges. Again, this is going more into the AI because the content is about AI tools. And what can happen if you don't use AI in your content. And your AI toolbox tracks the solution for every challenge, right? Choose tools that align with your brand, build a repeatable workflow. Example workflow from my brand and content system. So it kind of, it brings in my content system, my expertise into this. Okay. And then in the end, it gives me, about me. I've helped do this and this. I'm mom of 2 toddlers. I'm obsessed with making marketing easier for you. Let's connect. And the tone check, it has given me every single thing, right? Here, it is much more generic and it does not mention me at all, right? So what I would have liked in this, and I probably can give a few prompts to kind of bring in more of my expertise, but here it had already says here, for example, as someone who spent 15 years working with global brands like L'Oreal and Bose, and later pivoted to help small businesses like yours, I have seen firsthand how the right tools and systems can transform chaos into clarity. That is my story. And it actually brings it into the, into the narrative. After rebuilding my own visibility post-COVID and surviving Google's relentless algorithm changes, which is also true, I've discovered that AI isn't just a trend, it's a lifeline for overwhelmed entrepreneurs, right? This is so true. This is exactly what I would say to you if I talk to you, right? So that is completely my story. This is the audience, and ChatGPT has nothing of it. It can bring in, so you will have to tweak your prompts a little bit more. You have to, bring in a little bit. Like if it's not coming in, then you have to give it more specific examples of how you can bring it in. Sometimes it does bring it in, right? But if it's not staying completely here, then I will have to, give a little bit more of a defined prompt to bring that brand aspect in. So it's possible, but it's a question of, tweaking and refining and seeing how you go. Now let's see if they pass the AI detector test. So I can copy this whole introduction and I put it in Brandwell, which is like an AI detector. Human probability results. Okay. Let's see more. It reads like AI, right? And I take the whole first section of Deepseek, passes as human. Obviously, look at how it's writing, right? It's actually creating a scenario, talking to the audience, telling my story. Obviously, this is not AI, right? So this can pass it much better. You can also ask it to create, let me see if it works here because I have the time server is busy. Create a title, tag, and meta description for this focus keyword. Also suggest images to use, right? I do it here, and I also do it here. Oopsie. I replace that because it's fixed to canvas, so I have to deselect it. Deselect it first. It's thinking. Sometimes, as I said, it's overloaded. This one will just generate it, I think. Here. Meta description, title, tag, it, save time and grow your brand, suggested images, overwhelmed business owner before AI, and then AI assisted writing, SEO optimization with AI. So that's possible. This is not generating so far now, but I have created the title, tag, and meta description before for something else, and that worked okay. But yeah, it will be able to create it, but it's so overloaded half the time. Now, it's that interesting that I asked ChatGPT what is the difference between ChatGPT and Deepseek, especially when it comes to SEO content. And it tells me that the content generation approach in ChatGPT, it is renowned for its versatility and human-like conversational ability, so you can talk to it, right? It produces engaging and contextually rich content, making it suitable for a broad range of topics. Deepseek focuses on generating content that is semantically aligned with specific topics, aiming for precision and relevance. That is very true is what I've found, right? Because it's really catering it to the audience. SEO optimization. ChatGPT may require its own manual optimization to align with specific SEO strategies. Deepseek, designed with SEO in mind, Deepseek integrates latent semantic indexing, which is what we saw because it brings in the related keywords to naturally incorporate the related keywords, reducing the need for extensive manual optimization. Technical SEO offers flexibility in content creation, but may necessitate manual effort. Deepseek provides structured content templates optimized for feature snippets, FAQs, and schema markup. So it's much more suited for technical SEO. Content uniqueness and detection generates human-like text, but may require human editing. Deepseek claims to produce AI-generated content that can bypass AI detection tools, which is also true, which is what we saw. Adaptability and customization. It is suited for a wide range of content topics and industries. While efficacy, it is more tailored to a specific task and may offer less flexibility compared to ChatGPT. I don't know about this. I haven't tried it. I tried with my content, so I don't know yet. Cost and accessibility. ChatGPT is both free and subscription-based, and Deepseek, it is pricing for maybe more focused on SEO professionals and agencies. Potentially limiting accessibility for individual users? I don't think so, because right now it is for free. Later on, maybe. So, if your primary focus is on creating highly optimized, data-driven SEO content with automated technical features, Deepseek may be the preferable choice. Conversely, if you value adaptability, engaging content, and a broader range of applications, ChatGPT remains a strong contender. This is true, because I think ChatGPT has been there for so long, it has really expanded its capabilities. and you can do a lot more with ChatGPT. But in terms of Deepseek, it is a few things it can do well. I've tried for like a couple of different ideas as well. It's doing well, but I really have to explore more to see whether it is really suitable for all kinds of industries and all kinds of clients. Now, the $1 million question. Is Deepseek better than ChatGPT for creating SEO content? Now, here are the things that it got right. Okay. First of all, it was very intuitive. It could include my brand, my credibility, my expertise, my story, understand the pain points, and completely frame the article in a way that helps the audience, addresses the pain points of the audience. So that was amazing. That I really like that about it. The SEO friendliness, it gave a separate section, as we saw, on how it has included the keywords, what keywords it has included, and how it has written up the CTA and the internal links, etc. So that makes it very clear, like, what is there in the article in terms of your focus keywords. It is not a must-have, but it's good to have, because if you're trying to optimize the article for SEO, I don't do that a lot, but it's good to know that these keywords have been included. If you want, you can also add more secondary keywords that you wanted to include. And the last one was that it, of course, passed the AI detection tools. I mean, look at the way it starts the articles. Look at the way it directly talks to you. It's conversational. It's talking to the audience. It's solving the problem. It is very, very human sounding. Maybe in a few years, it will not sound human anymore, because, everybody will be used to it. But right now, it is much better at starting a blog post and writing the blog post and content in a language that is not detectable as AI. ChatGPT still very much is. You really have to work on it to make it more human sounding. That being said, what it does not have so far is it does not have any of the cool features of ChatGPT Plus, like it does not have custom GPTs. It does not have projects, so you can save your instructions and give it a format. And, that way it does not save time, because you have to enter the same prompts again and again. Maybe they come up with it later. I mean, again, they're very new. They're very fresh. So, I'm pretty sure that this will come in at some point. But for ChatGPT, it's much easier to organize your work and to create different kinds of content. And mind you, I've only tried it for SEO content. I haven't tried that for, let's say, emails or Facebook or social media or LinkedIn, Instagram, or whatever. Right? I've not created scripts with it. I'm still talking about SEO content. So I will have to see how that goes. I will keep you posted on how these videos turn out. I do like ChatGPT projects a lot, because I can save so much of it. I have a separate video on ChatGPT projects. So just do check that out if you want to know how to use it to manage your content better. Now, will I switch to Deepseek? And here's my answer, that I will use both Deepseek and ChatGPT. Because, as I said, ChatGPT has a lot of different features that I use, and it's helpful to create a lot of different kinds of content. What I will do is I will try out Deepseek for different kinds of content creation, and not just creation, but also brainstorming ideas, strategy, offer creation. There are so many things that you can do with AI, and I have not tried Deepseek for all of that, and I will do that. Again, I don't care about data privacy issues. A lot of people have that problem in their organization and in their brand. I don't. So I'm going to keep experimenting and keep trying. I'm going to share that with you. And you tell me also whether you would like to switch to Deepseek or whether you want to keep ChatGPT. Now, that was all for this video. Do check out my video on ChatGPT project, because so far, no, ChatGPT is not going anywhere.